Hello survivors, welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. I am the SurvivalVis, so we're carrying right along with our Enter the Gungeon run. So we're heading down to the second floor now. We just beat the Bullet King in the last episode. We got a nice couple of guns now. Oh. I don't know what that little pop sound was, but we'll see what we can find. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of bullets. One of the new enemies that was introduced was this bugger, and he has quite a spread pattern for what he does. He might give you the new guys a little bit of trouble who first pick it up. My advice is just to keep your distance, and he's pretty easy to sidestep. And the cube that shoots out the little, well, cube. Get rid of him, and keep going along. Just an empty room. It's kind of weird. Oh! Get TNT before he comes after us. Tight spaces and TNT do not go well. They do not go well in anything. So we got one and one. There we go. So that's that all done. I think we'll go see what the shop has open for us. Flip the table on the way because we can. What do we got in here today? The Dungeon Eagle and the Bubble Blaster. Not overly good guns. There is a key. I think we will pick up just the key, because we know there are going to be two chests on the floor anyway. Stop those guys before they can do their thing, and he did the thing, and he did his thing. Dodge that. Take out the book. There is a huge... Oh, those guys are veteran shotgun cannon. They fire pretty well homing and very fast projectile speed. One thing while I mention that is we'll open our trusty Ammonomicon, and this is where you have your current loadout, all the guns you've unlocked. As you can see, there are a lot of them, so you'll have a lot of fun going through and learning what each is and what it does. These are all your passive and active items, another huge thing to go through and enjoy. But something that doesn't get brought up is the little bit of artwork that comes in with the little enemies that you go off. Like you have the standard Bulletkin, the bandana ones, the veteran, tanker, the red shotgun kins and the blue we saw plenty of on the first floor, and we just saw the veteran shotgun kin. So not a lot of attention gets drawn to this, and well, that's kind of sad because this is nice little artwork that the artist did put effort into. And there's a lot of really cool ones here. Some of them are a little derpy, like the Chance kin there. But there are a lot of enemies. We won't go through this, just that way we'll still have new surprises. And the last tab is for the bosses, but we don't want to spoil too much for you guys. We do want you to try this yourselves and have some fun. So we're just going to go through with this and see what we can find. This is known as the Gun Muncher. It's basically 2 empty slots. You give them 2 guns and it'll pop one out. It's generally, if you have a lot of bad guns, you could try tossing 2 and hope for an okay one, but I usually just ignore it to keep what I have. Nope, you back off. Oh, and that is where... Yeah, I am blowing it on the second episode, aren't I? Okay, we'll get rid of you, and we'll blow you up. And get rid of those. A lot of the guns behave very differently from one another. Oh, my skill is literally gone after the first episode. So we'll get rid of you and you. Nope. Well, all that struggling, we did get another key, which is good. I don't think I'll use the ammo trap on the Winchester just yet. Oh. Take you out. Generally, if you see any effects to the bullets, like how those ones almost have an extra ring around them, it means they do something else. For that enemy, it means they'll ricochet and kind of home in on you a little bit. Oh. As well as you go through, you'll encounter these little shrines. This one, a shrine of glass, brave. Glass Guon stones. So let's see, can we look them up? Yeah. Blocks projectiles, but shatters if you get hit. So they're nice little orbitals that'll help block a few bullets, but if you do take a hit of damage, then they will all break on you. So we'll just stick with our starter again, do a little sidestepping. Try and make up for the embarrassment that was just that. Make sure to be a little extra careful given what happened. And just take these guys out as we can. There we go. So this is a chest room. It's just a D tier, but I think I will open it just because we have 3 keys. And we do have another gun. This is the Winchester rifle. It's actually... I'm surprised there isn't a synergy between this and the Winchester itself, actually. Yeah. Modified shotgun refitted for one-handed use. And used by the Grey Mauser. Oh no, by rifle, sorry. That's a character you'll meet in the Gungeon as you go along. Pretty good guy, and he gives you a nice little objectives to go through on subsequent runs. Now, each run you do start with just the basic standard stuff, but as you go through and complete certain achievements, you'll unlock more weapons that'll kind of appear. That is a B tier chest. I generally don't think it'd be worth the 2 keys, so I don't think we'll go for it yet, but we'll see what else is on the floor first. It may be worth coming back to, though. So let's just head on our way down, see what we can find. Oh! Mini-boss. Lochner. When you first find him, it's a little more cinematic than that. And as you can see, he is just like Sir Manuel as a ghost. And the reason for that is because when you first do the tutorial, you'll unlock him as a fight. I would probably recommend not doing the same thing I did on your first tutorial about trying to find a secret room. Just because it can be a bit of a hard fight for a new person. This is where you kind of get that mix of bullet hell and shoot 'em up. Where you gotta watch where you move and your positioning for them. I wish we did have a bit of a better gun to go... There we go. Go after him. But it is what it is. Got a nice chunk of change there. And we got a full heart. So that's really nice to find. So we'll keep going along, see what we can find. Whew. Yeah, it's when you have a lot of enemies grouped up that you will probably run into more of the bullet hell-esque style of the game. But even just a little sidestep is generally enough to get you out of there. Uh-oh, we got a sniper. There we go. Get rid of that. 2 and 3. There we go. Another key. That chest might actually be worth going back to now. Oh, and there's our boss room, so we'll head back. It's generally a good idea to clear the floor first just to see what you're dealing with for your items before you want to tackle the boss. Get a good idea of what's there. There is a little trick if you do get pretty good with the game and know how to dodge and everything, and you think you're alright without using a new gun. If you do take on a boss and you don't have a new gun from the floor, you are guaranteed a new gun will drop from the boss. Let's just sneak by the fire. Oh, another sniper and a bullet shark. There we go. And we'll save that for later. And we'll keep going along. Oh, another couple guys there. Take you out. Take you out. As you can see, those do explode on any contact with either a beam weapon, a shot, no matter what. Well, that's actually really good. But first, I think we want to try to find a secret room. Nothing off that wall. And nothing there. So let's pop that open. Not the greatest. The Book of Chest Anatomy. So we'll do a little read. Improves contents of broken chests. Sometimes when you get on a floor, you won't have enough keys for all the chests, so you're going to feel kind of bummed out they can't open them. You can still try to break them for something. Usually you'll just get an item called junk that is literally junk. There is some secrets behind that. I'll let you guys find for yourselves. But for the most part, you generally want to try to avoid junking as many chests as you can. As a general rule. There are exceptions. I think, you know, we will use the ammo drop on the Winchester. Just because of how well it went over with the Bullet King. And we'll see what boss we got. Oh, we got the worst boss of the second floor. This is Amoconda. He is a pain, unlike any of the other bosses on the second floor. The reason is because he does have his patterns, but they are some not exactly the easiest to always follow. And what's worse is his damage cap is kind of insane. Because the Gungeon does have you have damage caps for how much damage you can inflict on a boss within a certain amount of time. Like for him, no, see, he touched us there. We lost a point of damage, so we won't get the master round. Oh, we're bungling it. Well, I shouldn't even say that. We're messing this up pretty bad. It is only a couple of hits, so it's not too bad with what we have saved up now. But there we go. keying is probably the biggest pain because of the damage cap on his small little guys there. Oh, that's actually not a bad item. So what this is another heart container. As you can see there, the heart purse. So we'll pick up an armor. As you can see, our little marine got his effect back. And we'll just take that ammo. So we'll go towards the end of the floor. And this is where the hearts get saved too. So we'll just activate him, get the one back. I think that should be alright. Now here's the dilemma. We have 3 keys and we do have a chest here. I think to get the chest and the heart, we will use the 2 keys. It's probably an unwise decision, but we're just doing it. Oh, there we go. Something nice about the Gungeon is it has plenty of Easter eggs, and this is one. The Proton Backpack. Everybody who's seen some classic movies knows about that. Deals extra damage to ghost inspectors. So those little Tommy gun buggers who have been annoying for us, this will really help against them. Might not see too many, but it is just a nice standard little beam weapon to use. Let's see, we will check for secret rooms. I doubt there will be any, just because of how the layout is. Yeah, nothing there. And we'll just take a look here, just to make sure. Nothing there. I'm afraid there's nothing there. There is also a possibility, as I said, that it could be off of here. I don't think it is, though. Yeah, nothing's really coming up. And it can sometimes be off the shop, but nothing this time, I'm afraid. So we'll go back, and we'll head down to the next floor. So we're going down to the 3rd floor. There are 5 in total as the base game, but there are some secrets that you can find and open up. So we're in the black powder mine now. We'll just go along. And there's more of your bullet hell elements with this little guy here. Let's get him to cut that out. There we go. Save that for later, just in case we mess up a bit. And we'll get rid of you, and you guys. And you, and you. Sometimes it's pretty easy and just quick, just like that. So let's keep going along. I walked right into that. I don't have an excuse for that one. That was just bad. It's always good to keep a little bit of distance from them, just so that way you have room to react. And even on killing them, some of them do have little effects like that you gotta watch for. Let's get rid of you guys. You can shoot guys into the pits. It is a nice little strategy for ones that take a few hits to get down. And get rid of you. And we'll stock this up here, because the Winchester is a nice little starter to have. It's not a super effective room clear, but it is still a nice little utility gun to have. There we go. And that is a cursed enemy. He's cursed because of this little guy right here. We'll get rid of. If I were to get hit by one of those, that's a full heart of damage. Any dark red bullets are generally a full heart. This is a little rare. Sometimes when you do go through the dungeon, a random chest will drop after complete a room. Sometimes you do need to use a key on it, other times you don't. And this is another active item, portable table device. So you can basically have a little cover you can set out at a time. And down here, well, this is Winchester. Actually, I think his name is Winchester, at least. It's basically a little target gallery that the more of his little targets you can shoot and break, the better item you'll get in a chest from him. So I think we'll shoot right... That was pretty bad. That was bad. That was bad. Why did I just repeat myself? Okay. We'll at least get one shot that's a hit. That was terrible. Yeah, be better than me, guys. Be much better than me. So that's an active item called smoke bombs. There are some hidden mechanics that the game doesn't tell you about. I haven't found the shop yet. So I'll take those so I can show you a little later what you can do with those. Because there are some things that are nice to know before you do go into the game. Too far. So we'll take him out. We'll roll that barrel. There are environmental hazards like poison that you can see on the ground. That you do want to watch out for. That will affect yourself and them. So I think we'll get that. What I think we'll do is we'll buy the key. One thing you can do from shops is steal if you have the right item. A smoke bomb, make you invisible. That little skull you saw was a rank of curse, which means jammed enemies, or the ones that can take off 1 heart of health, will pop up more often. And the more curse you get, the more likely you'll see them. There's more secrets to it, but again, I want to give you guys reason to pick up the game yourselves, try it out, and just have some fun with her. So I'll use that for right now. There we go. So let's see, what do we want to use? Yeah, we'll keep going with the Winchester, because it's been doing alright for us so far. Yeah, they can get in minecarts and go after you. Oh, that's a big guy. Oh, can't get him, so we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, so sidestepping, knowing when to move, when to dodge, they're all just small little things that'll help you along. If you do leave any items on the floor, I am afraid that you will probably have them stolen by the RR, or the resourceful rat. It is a pain. So it is a choice. It is more you have to be concerned about what you do want to pick up for what you might use later. The table device that we did have was nice for cover every now and then, but I think the ability to steal might outweigh it just because we could get really nice items from it. So we'll first do a little secret room trial. Nothing there. Yeah, we'll pop that open. I wish we didn't. You can tell some items will have curse to them if you see these little black kind of smoke pixels off of it. Like we pick it up, there's a rank curse. And what this is the big boy. Nuclear arms forbidden by the Third Interstellar Armistice. There's a little bit of history and flavor text with each item. But I do think we'll stick with the smoke bombs, just because we get more use out of those than we probably would the big boy. Yeah, we don't have anything for that. Oh, let's didn't quite get rid of you fast enough. Oh, you're going to be a pain. There we go. Get the bird, get the bullet barfing bird. Some more ammo, and we'll keep going on through. Oh. Ah, shoot. Oh, another key. That's nice to see. So I think, yeah, we still have yet to find the gun chest for this floor, but there's a jam enemy. Oh, crap. Okay, that's a lot to be thrown at a guy. Holy crap. You remember when I said bullet hell? Bullet hell. Right there for you. Okay, we should be on better floor now that we were able to get rid of that. And we'll poison one, and you can even dodge roll some enemies. I highly advise against it because your dodge roll does not do any real damage to anything except those small little guys that die by that. So we'll keep going around. We should see another chest room soon. Uh-oh, that's a wall master. I want to dodge that. As long as there are enemies that is going to try to keep grabbing you, and I'd rather not. I'm afraid this isn't one of my better runs to already have 3 points of health gone. And, well, not bad, the Magnum. 5 shots or 6. Nothing off of there. Again, keeping your distance is the safest way to deal with this guy. Oh, little shroom guy. Kind of got rid of him before we could see what he did. It's kind of weird to see so many drops for me. I guess the more damage you take, the more the game kind of feels sorry for you and tries to give you a hand. Now, you have the rubber bullets before. These are the taser bullets. They will both knock you back and also do damage. So you want to avoid those if you can. So we'll keep clearing this floor here. Nothing there. And let's see. We're getting pretty close to the end of the floor by now. We've explored a lot. Yep, there's the boss room. So I think... I don't think I'll get that just yet. And I think we'll try the boss and see what we come out of that with. The sling? There's a reason we stole the sling, and that's because it's a very good boss weapon. Deals more damage to powerful foes. Sort of think David Goliath Easter egg for you guys. So what do we got? We got the Mind Flayer. This guy, depending on the room layout, he can be one of the harder ones to encounter. I don't think he's too bad with this layout because you do have the shelter behind the little pillars here. Those guys can be annoying though. And that's... yeah, if you have the room layout where you have the pillars you can hide behind, this guy is pretty easy to deal with. Let's... yeah, we'll just stand back there, let that do its work. Yeah, just keep eating away his health pool like that. We'll see a few shots. Dodge into him. Oh! Almost knocked me out into damage. And we'll... now on this phase, it's... oh, shoot. You're so close to having another no-hits on. Yeah, we should be... yeah, we're fine right there. We'll just keep letting that eat him. We're out of that. Now, if you do ricochet off the wall, you can get a little more damage off of that. There we go. I do wish we didn't take that hit, but it is what it is. So a few more keys. And we got the Rubidyne prototype. It never quits. Now, I don't think there's any secret rooms off of here, but we will use a blank just to check. Nope. And we'll try one here, just in case. Yeah, nothing. We will pick up one heart. No, I think we'll stick, just in case we do see anything in another shop. I think that's going to be it for this episode. That leaves 2 floors to go. We didn't do too bad. We're still sitting with an okay amount of health. So thank you guys for watching Enter the Gungeon. We'll have the next episode up in just a short little while. So as always, guys, thank you for stopping by. Take care, and stay alive.